Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. Put it on. I'm not putting it on. I'll leave it here. How about that? I'll be like Uncle Fest. No, the thing. I'll be like the thing.
Hello, my son. How are you? Ready?
Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast where we talk about nothing, something, and everything in between. I'm your host, Rancho Rich, and that is a Moses-looking fella sitting across from me on this lovely, lovely, fine Purim holiday. If you're wondering all what Purim is, it's a Jew thing. It's where people dress up and act like it's Halloween.
Put it on, you cunt! You're fucking Freddy Kreuger. I don't care what accent you do. This fucking jackass is like, yo, let's put on costumes. I'm like, yo, I got a Superman costume. Why don't you put that on and I'll be Moses? Because I look good as Moses. People agree? The camera just nodded. Thank you. And he was giving me a tough time about Superman because my costume has a tendency to show the bulge. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to bring him a Freddy Kreuger outfit. It's a fucking hat and the claws. Put the claws on.
I'm not even wearing his colors.
Your Moses is asking. It's somewhat. Well, yes, you were beginning to explain to the people what Purim is, and I'm like,
well, seeing that you're Moses, why don't you explain what it is?
I will, because this is the religion of my people. Don't laugh. That's racist. That's right. You're being racist, okay? So, basically, Purim is when myself and Jesus went at it, and I came out the victor. So we celebrate that on this date because it's pure day, Purim.
Purim. Yeah. And then Easter is when he resurrected himself and killed you.
That's
not
close.
Okay.
But he tried.
And
then Hollow of the Ween is no, but Purim is actually. I'm not that religious, but I'll say the amount I know, and you please add on. It's about this king that lived long ago named King Haman, and he tried to get rid of all the Jews. Sounds familiar. And we stopped that motherfucker.
Yep.
And something about his ear or his hat.
It's his hat. So if you ever look at the Hamantash, it's shaped like a vagina.
Dude.
It's a triangle.
Not in front of Moses.
Jeez. Sorry, Moses.
Clean. You can't say Jesus in front of Moses either. So bad blood.
It's a triangle. It's a burrito.
Illuminati.
It's Illuminati. And you got some gelatin in the middle.
Sure.
Why am I not speaking in the southern accent?
Because you're not. Don't know. Put the claws on.
I don't know.
Fucking Freddy Kreuger. I'm gonna put this down. My hand's getting tired. I'm gonna poke you with it though. If you get out of hand, I'm just gonna rotate it.
All right.
Put it down here. I have a staff.
I feel like singing in this outfit. Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
That was beautiful.
You're supposed to enjoy it.
No, not as Moses. I only know religious song. No, I'm just not gonna go down that path.
I'm not going down that path.
Yeah, so it's a nice holiday. My coworker, am I saying coworker? The Mexican that works in the back with me at the pizzeria.
I never thought Moses was that racist.
He's really from Mexico. So what is he? He's a Mexican.
Yeah. Jeez.
The short, dark-skinned fellow that works in the back with me.
That is politically correct.
He might be Indian.
Anyway. Exactly.
He was like, oh, so you guys are fasting today? I'm like, no. The Jews have some happy holidays. This is one of them. Because anytime you talk about Jewish holidays, people right away think you have to fast.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, everybody starts saying, oh man, that sucks. So you can't eat today. I'm like, no, this is a good one. This is where we rejoice. We give each other little presents of cookies and juices.
I think we're actually supposed to get drunk on this holiday. If I'm not mistaken.
Right? Yeah, so
let's go drinking, folks. Let's go. It's from your...
I don't need it. I'm going to put it down.
So let's go out there and get a nice big brewski.
Did you say a big brewski? I've never heard a rancher say brewski. Okay.
What is that, Canadian?
I don't know what the fuck it is,
Brewski's
but it's not what Freddy Kreuger would say.
Well, Freddy doesn't drink, so...
He does. The damn souls. That's what he drinks. So, yeah, it's a joyous holiday. Everybody gives each other... We're grown men. People are making money. We're doing this shit! 2 grown men in the basement? With 7 viewers?
Look at.
That's my brother, you dick fuck. Feels wrong.
Anyway.
So yeah, it's a joyous holiday. Everybody gives each other presents. I didn't
get a present
from Richard.
Where's my present?
I gave you the Freddy Kreuger.
I asked for a new bull. Did you give me a new bull? No.
Can I ask you something? What would you do with a bull?
Well, I'll take him out back.
Where? To your backyard?
And practice.
What is it, 50 by 100?
And practice my bullfighting.
You would fight the bull.
I would fight the bull.
I'm going to inquire about a bull for you to
And
fight.
then,
I would pay good money
For shits and giggles,
Yes.
I'll take that bull out onto the Long Island Expressway.
Yeah, keep going.
Right?
Do
And
it
I'll
so well.
release that fucker and watch him chase after those trucks.
As if we don't have enough traffic in the morning on that.
No,
road.
sir.
Okay.
Now that will be good morning news.
Is Bulls allowed to send people to hell?
No.
Not even with the staff?
No. I condemn you to hell.
Can Jesus do that? Because I'll dress up like Jesus.
You were like Jesus.
Stop it.
You remember that time when we were out on
Stop.
Halloween?
Stop. This costume has been with us through thick and thin. Do you don't laugh at it. It's racist.
You're not
It's a
remembering.
racist
You're
joke.
not remembering what I'm about to say.
I know what you're remembering.
What?
That old fuck. It's racist. You're being racist.
Oh man, that's amazing.
He's
Can you
racist.
please say it?
I'm not saying that.
Please say it. I like that we were both thinking about the same thing.
So this costume has brought back enough memories. I can barely see you. Let me just lift this.
Now you look like a nun.
Alright, so I'll tell this story. Fuck you, Richard. Alright, so me, Richard, who else was with us?
Hamburger.
Hamburger? Oh, so me, Richard, and Mr. Hamburger were in the city one Halloween. And as you can tell, I'm wearing the #1 pussy repellent out there. And I'm proud to wear it, because I believe that you shouldn't treat women with such disrespect on such a holiday. So on Halloween...
Halloween or Purim?
No, this was Halloween. And Purim. 2 fucking Halloweens. You can't do this. And it's crazy. We gotta talk about how they're so related, similar. The Christians, the Jews, the Islams. How we all have, like, similar holidays. Anyway. So we were out on Halloween looking for cocaine and strippers in Manhattan, because that's what they sell there. And we were walking with, you know, a bunch of different characters. Everybody was dressed up in the city.
Elmo was there. Big Bird was there.
You know, I think
Thor was
maybe
there.
you're trying to make a joke, but they were really there.
They were. No, I'm saying they were
Yeah,
there.
everybody was dressed
Everybody
up. People
was
were dressed up like the Joker and shit. Yeah, you know, the whole shebang. It was Halloween. And
Shebang. People don't say that.
yeah, I'm not. We even found the Jesus there. I tried
Jesus
to take a
was
picture
there,
with him.
yeah.
He wasn't
He
having
was,
it.
yeah.
And
He's like, fuck you, Jews.
why?
I don't know.
So we're walking down, and all of a sudden I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around, it's this old fuck. He's actually wearing a cap similar to that. And I think he's a Russian dude, because he starts speaking in Russian to me. And what he says, I'm going to say it in Russian first, then I'm going to say it in English. In Russian, he goes, "Stop at this door." So he pats me on the back, and that's the first thing he says. And what that means
And he kept
is...
saying it.
Hold on. What that means is, "I hope you die." And I was like, what? He's like... And he keeps going in Russian. "I hope you die." I'm like... Okay, guys, settle down. And he keeps going, "Yo, I hope you die. I want you to die. I want you to..." I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why does this guy want me to die? So my take on it is that although I was aiming for Moses, because I had somewhat of a beard,
People like
I may have...
been a terrorist.
Stop it, racist. It's racist. It's a racist thing.
Well, you may have had a long beard, and people have racially profiled you before, so they were racially profiling you again.
I took whatever
And
this
in their
off my
defense,
headdress,
in their
slowly.
defense, you did not have the staff with you.
And I looked at him. I did have the staff, and I said, "Motherfucker, say it again." And you know what happened? He said it again.
Yeah.
We just walked away. Peacefully, calmly, because I didn't want to send that motherfucker early into retirement.
People thought you were called Abdul.
Fuck you, asshole. Fucking Moses. Don't disrespect the cloth. By the way, speaking of cloths, I wonder, why do we always wear the shit like this?
What,
Like-
like a tunic?
Yeah, fuck it. Everything is aired out. Like, currently I'm wearing jeans, obviously, because I don't want my sack
it's in
touching everything.
Islamic culture. They wear tunics.
No, I'm saying just tunic.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Like, not a shirt, nothing else.
Oh, I
It's
don't know. If
so...
they wear, yeah, but they wear tunics.
I do it year round.
You know, past Parsons by the McDonald's, and you see them walking around.
That's racist again.
Why is that
You are a
racist?
Racist floats.
That's where you can
I
find
pass
them.
by Parsons. There's other
Yeah.
people there. There's Asians,
Yeah,
black people,
yeah.
one Indian guy.
And then some tunic people.
You could have went the Greek route. Don't Greeks wear
Yeah, and
whatever?
like
Yeah.
2000
yeah,
BC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, my vouch is that we should start wearing this. I think the world would be a much more peaceful place if
Why?
men started wearing.
If your-
Yo, look how...
If your balls were
Freeing this
ventilated
is.
on a
Look at
daily
this, yeah.
basis.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, if you get hit there, it's...
Hold on. Let me do this. If your balls were ventilated on a daily... I can't even do with this.
This is why our podcast is on the decline.
Decline?
The decline.
The decline. If your balls were ventilated on the daily
Now
basis.
you're gonna wear it to fondle a man's balls, imaginary balls. Speaking of scary movies, by the way, don't you fucking point that.
Don't point that.
That's very aggressive. That's very aggressive, motherfucker. Don't get my.
Freddy don't like you today. All right. Settle down. The Texan will kill you.
Where's your bullets?
I got my gun. You're just all over the place today.
You know what I should have done? I should have dressed up like Noah.
My nephew or the
Noah's Ark.
Oh, biblical character.
Right. But speaking of scary movies, you know what I watched today?
Your life flashed before your eyes?
No, sadly. Not. Jeepers Creepers 3. It's on Netflix. Did you see the first two? Alright, so the first two were okay. I mean, they were pretty scary. It's about this creeper.
Who's
It's like a
Jeeper?
monster. Yeah. And he basically kills people, but he eats a certain part of them. He feeds on people's fear and he eats a certain part of them. And it's fucking terrifying. Now, the third one is, I'm guessing, a prequel. I'm like...
Because they talked about how he became Jeeper? Creeper?
Some shit like that. I'm halfway into the movie, and so far it's garbage.
It's not fun.
The first two, it's not a funny movie. It's not a scary movie.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of scary, but it's like, damn, they did such a poor job with it. Damn, why did they fuck up so hard?
Is
What?
Human Centipede still the scariest film you've ever seen?
Human Centipede is not scary. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
It's so nasty.
Nasty can be scary.
I'm not gonna talk about it because I didn't have dinner yet.
Why?
It's
Is it
fucking
because
nasty.
the anus was stuck to the man's mouth?
It's a religious
And there's like a chain of
It's a
anuses?
religious fucking holiday. You're talking about people anuses.
I don't even know how you get actors to play that.
What? Money. You never had a money gig. Wouldn't you want to do it?
No.
Okay. Your agent tells you you're gonna score some big money.
No.
He
There's no
literally
way in
says-
hell I'm putting my mouth there.
Okay, you don't really do it. It's called
Yeah.
movie magic.
No, it's not. I guarantee you it was not movie magic.
It was movie magic, man. They probably had like
A couple of pants in between.
a couple
But
bands.
still.
Hold on. Producer tells you,
No.
give you $50,000.
Okay. To put your mouth on this man's anus.
Hold on. I didn't say anything yet.
Okay.
Put your mouth in the human centipede, very close to another man's anus. Hold on.
But there's a buffer.
The man is wearing jeans.
Yeah.
You're wearing somewhat of a mouth guard.
Mhm.
And in between your mouth and his ass, there's about 3 more layers of clothes. And tape.
No shot.
$50,000.
Nope. Because you could see my face on that ass.
Yeah. And then when you show your family members the movie,
You'll have
hey,
$50,000.
I made it to the big screen. Yeah, that's $50,000. You
What
spend
year was that movie made?
20,000. I don't fucking know, man. It's not one of my favorite movies.
No.
I don't like that movie.
I think I'm gonna play it for you one day.
What? Human centipede? I don't even think you could stomach it.
I can.
If you sit with me and you watch it with me, I'll get it done.
You'll die first.
I'll die.
You'll
That's,
die. And
that's fine.
the moment
I
it
die
turns
first, but you have to keep watching.
on-
It doesn't end when I die. You have to
I'm
keep
not-
going. Another movie, because we're already on the movie flow, is Lethal Weapon 3. Concluded it, because I know we spoke about Lethal 1 and 2.
Mhm.
Lethal Weapon 3 was okay. It was pretty funny. Joe Pesci was hilarious.
Mhm.
I like his character in the third one.
Mhm.
Dude, Joe Pesci was in 3 out of 4 Lethal Weapons, but not many people like recognize him for the Lethal Weapon movies, which is weird. Danny Glover said, Riggs, too many times. Like, I know Mel Gibson's character's named Riggs, but in the third movie he said it way too many times. Like, too many times. Each scene he said it at least 17 times. Too much. Mel Gibson had some really good fight scenes. Overall, it was a lot of stunt stuff, a lot of action. It was cool. It was a good movie. I can't wait to see the 4th one. I did start watching the 4th one, but I didn't like it because Mel Gibson's hair is cut out short like yours. So, that's my take so far.
This is going to be a long conversation. And the way I connect it is vis-a-vis the following.
Vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis. Did you see Mad Max?
Yes.
The new one, Fury Road. Alright.
With Tom Hardy? Yeah.
You remember what they were fighting, or like what they were fighting over, what the higher-ups were keeping from the people?
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
You know what I read an article about recently?
Let's hear it.
Coca-Cola and Nestle are trying to buy the biggest water reserve in South America. They want to privatize water.
So what?
They're privatizing natural resources.
What are
So
you
one
talking
day
about?
they take over water. Now they're doing what they're doing in Mad Max,
Do you know how much water there is on Earth?
and one day will not be there.
I don't think so.
Ask California how much water they have.
You mean the tiny one state compared to the entire world?
Ask Africa.
Isn't part of California going underwater?
Fresh water to drink, not to swim in the ocean.
You can convert it. You can convert it.
You can.
You
but
can.
not at massive rates that people are drinking the water.
We got people able to ride a bike on water.
Okay.
That's what I saw on Facebook. We got people flying in the air. We put a fucking person on the moon. Don't buy into that. We have too much water. Coca-Cola is not that big to take everyone's water away. You think Poland Spring will take that shit lying down?
Poland Spring. Poland Spring is owned by one of them.
Well, there you go.
Coca-Cola owns every single drink manufacturer. It's Coke, Pepsi.
There you go. Pepsi and Coke are separate.
So what?
Isn't vitamin water? No.
Pepsi.
No.
Yeah, man, it's a big conglomerate, and you ain't part of it.
I'm fine with that. There's no way Coke is
Don't
going to
be fine with that. They're taking your resources.
Take away all the water.
It's
like you saying somebody's gonna take all the airway. It's just not possible.
You never know.
I know.
Once everything's privatized, you can't do anything about it.
They cannot privatize the entire water market. It's just not possible.
They can start with one big one.
Okay.
And then start from there, and then keep going.
And a lot of little people will just collect rainwater and make their own company.
Nope. Not happening.
It's gonna happen.
It's not about making water bottles, and it's not about selling water resources. It's about the private company taking control of that reservoir.
You said you read an article about this.
Yes.
Did you read what their plans were once they acquired it?
No, not yet.
So then,
but
why must that go down a dark path? I thought you were a rancher. Aren't ranchers like into water and farming and shit?
Exactly.
Isn't
They're
that
stealing my livelihood?
No, don't switch accents.
You're stealing my livelihood, man.
Rain, motherfucker.
No. Rainwater is not good for humans to drink.
It's good.
Especially New York rainwater.
It's good. How many movies have you watched where there's a romantic scene in rain? They wouldn't put that in movies if it was bad for you.
How many times are they drinking that rain?
Touch their lips, didn't it?
Touch them. They ain't dead yet.
What? You can't talk without licking their fucking lips, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. How many romantic movies you know they have rainwater?
Listen,
every romantic movie
How
ever.
many romance videos have you been in?
No. That's fucked up.
At least you got it.
I got it.
At least you got it.
Richie's talking about... Anyway, I don't want to... Why you gotta bring up shit like that?
I have to bring it up, bro. It's hilarious. I was thinking about it the other day.
You think of depressing things. Why can't you think of happy things?
Like what?
Like, for example, today marks the 3rd month that Winter Has No Sun has been on Amazon. And each month... 4th month, whatever. Each month we look up the stats. So after this podcast, I can't wait to look up the stats.
I hope it's 0.
Stop, asshole.
Just to
why?
see you die.
Let me tell you something. Richard's scared because he knows if the numbers are high enough, we'll make another feature. And feel it. If they're
not
high
scared.
enough,
If we have enough money,
you're scared because you're gonna be like, God damn, Aaron was right. God, he's Moses. Damn, why can't I just follow in Moses' footsteps and walk into the desert for 40 years like he deems?
Yep.
Go to the desert.
For 40 years.
40 years. Moses commands it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So what is said, so what is to be said. And I don't know how he said it. You know, the new year has gone and passed, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't stick to our New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. One of which is you saying anyway anytime you want to change a subject. Choose any other set of words.
No.
Please.
Never.
Say, on to the next topic. Nope. From England we have...
Soccer.
News from down under.
From England we have news from down under. That is not Moses likes at all.
I took off the thing and I'm not holding the staff. It's not even necessary.
So I went to the gym yesterday.
Okay. I was actually going to ask you about your physical health.
It's bad. It's bad.
So how did it feel going back to the
Terrible.
Gym? Are you bringing this up because I mentioned New Year resolutions?
No. Okay. No. It wasn't even my New Year's resolution to go to the gym. Because I just stopped for 3 months.
Oh yeah?
And now I'm back.
Was it due to depression?
No.
Okay. No, I meant going back to the gym. You're depressed.
Yes.
I gotta go myself.
So I did a treadmill for 1 mile.
Okay.
I did a row for half a mile. No. 500 meters, it's not half a mile.
It's good numbers.
And then pull-ups and dips, and I went home. That's it. That's
all
my body can
take.
You know
what? Let me tell you something. Those are showy numbers.
Yeah.
Those are showy numbers. Joseph Gardens has hit those numbers every 3 months since high school, and you know.
And he's staying steady.
Well.
Well, hopefully I'm gonna go back right now and do some more runs.
Good. You know, I actually been going at nighttime. I used to be a morning guy. Now I've been going at night. I actually want to ask people that go at night and compared to the people that go in the morning, what do you guys prefer? I've seen both worlds. I hate nighttime. Anytime I finish work and I go to the
Nighttime
gym,
sucks.
I hate myself. I'll be honest with you, I actually push harder at night just because you're already in it. It already sucks. Might as well give it your all. Give it everything you have. When I get home, I knock the fuck out. In the morning, you're happy. You're like, okay, let me go hard. But I did notice at nighttime you go harder.
And you're
You
saying
give
I'm depressing.
everything you got.
You're the depressing fuck.
Why?
Because
So
you
you
gotta
give
be
it
in a
everything you
depressed
got.
moment to give it your all.
What?
You gotta be down in
No.
the dumps. I'm
No.
already tired. Let me just keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna call you out on something.
Yes.
People on Facebook and YouTube, I'm gonna call Richard out
I
on
like how
something.
you went
I'm
up
gonna.
and down.
There's two cams. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna put you on the fucking spot. Not as Moses, as Aaron fucking Love.
Let's do it.
Tired of you.
Good.
You're a contradiction, you fucking
Good.
late, bro. You send me quotes and videos of David fucking Goggins, and
David
yet,
Goggins is the best.
and yet, you have the audacity to take a
Audacity.
3-month break from the gym.
So what?
And when you come back, you give me this shit? Don't you fucking talk about David Goggins in my presence.
David Goggins.
After an 11-hour
is-
shift, we had Vitalik, the Talik, go to work for 13 and a half hours.
He
Yes,
hasn't been here.
2 children. And then he goes to the gym. How dare you,
How
sir?
dare you?
How dare you talk
How
about
dare
David
you.
Goggins?
David Goggins
Putting
is
you
a
on the spot.
godsend.
And how dare you listen to him? Not worthy to listen
Every
to.
day.
Take the hat off.
Every day. Every day you listen to him.
You're here. Goggins is up there.
Of course.
You gotta push yourself
I'll
there.
never be as high as Goggins.
Stop.
Goggins is the highest. You
But on a serious note, why
don't
don't
even
you-
try. You'll never
Why
be
don't you
higher
push
than
yourself
Goggins.
that hard? You listen to these motivational people, such as Goggins, why don't you push that hard?
Because it's not necessary. If I do, I'll die.
He's not dead.
He almost died.
Doesn't
You
count.
don't want to see me push that hard, bro.
I would like to see it.
You'll never.
And I'll explain to you why I like
you'll
to see
never,
it.
ever
Because
be
I'm tired of
able
you
to
sending
handle
me those direct
Why?
messages on Instagram.
Why?
Because they don't motivate me.
Why
See
not?
your flabby ass.
So
Not
why
getting
why
it
does
done?
why does that have? Why do you need to associate that video with me? I'm just
You're the
giving
one
you the
sending them.
I understand, but I'm just showing
Okay.
you the video.
Hold on. If Choey was to send us gay videos
Okay.
all the time,
Okay.
wouldn't you associate him as being gay?
No, because I know he has a girlfriend.
If he kept sending them repeatedly,
Maybe he thinks
over
they're funny.
and over,
Maybe he thinks they're funny.
and over.
Maybe he thinks they're funny.
Oh, let's see what Choey thinks about
Chelsea?
this. Yeah, Chelsea. Let's see what
Chelsea.
Chelsea thinks about this.
Listen, maybe he.
Let's send him a
thinks
couple
they're
of
funny. I don't
videos.
know.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Tired of you.
You don't have to get mad.
I'm
It
furious.
feels like there's something inside of you that you're mad at.
I
Every
am
time
mad.
I send these videos to you.
Yes.
Maybe you're
Get on
hold-
Goggins levels.
Maybe you're holding back from yourself from getting on Goggins
Nope,
level.
nope.
I think
I've
so.
been going to the gym 4 times a week.
Not as good as
Feel it.
Goggins though.
I'm not sending videos.
So what? It's for your benefit. I'm sending you those videos.
I like you better without the hat on.
I can't do it. I'm just the
Well,
messenger. I pass the message over.
I've said what I needed to say. I'm done here. You want to send the Goggins video? By all means. But you will never shit on the track race just like he did.
No, what?
The racetrack.
No, am I gonna shit myself?
Yeah, I'm pushing myself.
I don't want to shit myself.
You
Do
have
you want
to.
to shit yourself?
Not
I
unless I'm
challenge you
pushing.
on this spot right here to go to Push Fitness and shit yourself tomorrow. Come on, big man. Do it.
I am the big man.
No, do it.
I am
I
the
want
big
you to
man, so I
bench-
will not do it.
I want you to bench 3 plates
I actually started benching again.
and shit
So
yourself.
I'm going to keep my numbers quiet for now. But
I
I'm
want
coming.
you to shit yourself.
I'm coming for the belt.
There is no belt.
Coming for the belt.
Which belt?
David's Goggins belt.
You'll never reach it.
I will.
4,000 pull-ups in 24 hours.
Seems doable.
Do it.
If a man could have done it,
4,000 pull-ups.
it's doable.
24 hours. 4,200, something like that.
It's doable if he
Let's
did
see
it.
you do it.
But I'm not the one sending the
Let's see you
videos.
do it.
I called you out. I've said what I needed to say. I'm going to leave it to you and the 7 viewers.
You didn't call me
I
out.
called you out.
There's nothing to call out
I
on.
called you out.
Because I didn't say I can be like David Goggins. You did.
Don't make me pull up the DM messages.
So then I didn't.
Don't.
No, I never said that. I just said, look at this guy. He's a beast. That's motivation. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you feel motivated right now?
No.
Okay, good.
Because you're
Do you want to
depressing
get
me
to your
with your depressing
stupid
talk.
Matrix talk?
No. I've passed that talk now. It's over. You've sullied it with your negative ways.
So Richard has brought up that the Matrix has Zionistic beliefs,
Yeah, you talked about this.
similarities to it.
So mention those similarities because I had no idea that
I have
existed.
no fucking clue.
So why did you bring it up?
You brought it up. You
No,
said they
you
had
brought it up.
Zionistic beliefs.
Nope.
I was gonna bring up the fact that The Matrix was a cool movie and that Hollywood might reboot it, and I'm very against that.
Okay.
That's it.
What
That's
about
all the
the
fun
Zionist
facts.
stuff?
I have no idea. I know that stuff.
All right.
But they do have some Zionistic similarities.
Not that I know of.
They have them. Just Google it.
I can't.
Are you gonna bring up your Matrix beliefs?
I want to hear the
in
Zionism.
Zionism.
Hold on, I want to hear the Zionism.
They're your beliefs!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so basically the Matrix has Zionistic beliefs that this is hell and we're all supposed to go to heaven. Something along those lines.
Where did you hear this?
I don't know. I'm making up as I go.
Oh.
I have no idea what the
Makes
beliefs are.
sense.
I'm going along with it. Go
Sometimes you start a sentence and you don't know where it's going to take you. You just hope you find it along the
I
way.
try to take it places.
Yeah.
Are you going to give me your beliefs on Matrix?
Because you haven't given me your Zionistic view.
Should I bring them up?
No, you have to give the Zionistic viewpoint first.
So, on his free time, Richard likes to read articles. Okay.
And?
Started it off.
No, but the Zionism.
Fuck Zionism.
No, everybody's
Even though
interested
the
in
Jews
it.
start to believe in it.
What is Zionism?
I have no idea.
So why did you bring it up?
Just as easily as I closed it.
But you brought it up.
Because they have
And
similarities.
you're so
to Matrix.
emphatic about it.
I was emphatic, wasn't I?
You were
Now
emphatic.
bring up the fucking article.
What article?
The one you read. About
Some
the
guy
Matrix,
died and he thought he came back to life.
computer glitches.
He glitched and he died.
That was it.
That was it.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
Okay. So Richard believes that, well, I don't know if he believes it, but he read this in an article, that
Good disclaimer.
there are glitches. Because I don't know what you believe in. First
See,
you believe
the
in
thing
David
is-
Goggins,
hold on.
and then you forget
See,
about
the thing
it.
is, people always associate whatever you bring up with that is your belief. But it's not. People are just passing on information or reading. It doesn't necessarily have to be your belief.
Really?
That's the that's the problem with politics today. You're on either one side or the other. And if you're on one side, you can't read the other side without telling somebody on your side, did you read this today? And they'll be like, oh, you're that, you're whatever already. No. You can read information without believing it.
Yes,
see
you
what I'm trying to
can, but
say?
if you bring it up a certain way, then you're definitely for something.
Why?
If you're defending a topic, then you're definitely for
But I
it.
didn't defend it. I just stated the points.
Okay, so bring up the topic.
The point is,
Okay.
from the article that I read, is that there's people believe we live in the Matrix, right? This is a
Mhm.
simulation, that whatever we're living in isn't real.
Well, that was in the movie. There's not actual people that believe that.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There are people that, from the movie, believe that chain of philosophy, that this is all a Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
That this isn't real.
And
It's
do
all,
they have proof from any
No.
of that?
a lot of things don't have proof in philosophy. It's all theories.
Okay.
The same like the way the movie was all theory. So, in this discussion, people talked about how certain things happened to them in life that kind of fell into that glitch in the Matrix theory. Now, this could all be bullshit. I don't know. But it's interesting. Because when you listen to these accounts, it seems like it could be real. You have to go through a lot of effort just to make this shit up. And post it somewhere just for people to read. You have nothing better to do with your life. But, so there's this one...
I don't know, people do get bored a lot, but okay,
I don't
let's
know,
hear it.
thousands of people recounting their stories.
Okay, let me hear it.
So there's this one story of this couple were sitting in their apartment. They were watching TV, and they were eating whatever, and it was, let's say, 8 p.m.
Okay.
Then, all of a sudden, in a split second, they lost consciousness or whatever happened to them, and they woke up in their bedroom, completely naked, and it was 4 hours later. It happened to them at the exact same time, and they can't recount what happened.
Was it sex or drugs?
That's what they said. They didn't do either. They didn't take drugs. They didn't do alcohol. They didn't do anything. There was no gas leak in their apartment, which usually gas leaks lead to memory loss and like fainting and shit, and you wake up hours later. But there was another case where a guy was listening to, he was watching TV and he was watching a hockey game, and it was like 3-2 for one team, and then the TV glitched, and it was like an hour later into the game, and it was like 3-3 tied. But in his life, it was like 1 second. So that's what's called glitch in the matrix. The time of the universe goes forward, or back, no, usually forward, but your time is only like a split second. I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm just saying it's a cool theory.
Hold on. Their theory is that the Matrix is real. Like, it's happening right now. Like, this is all
So
made up, but there's a real world.
Their theory, the theory of this Matrix thing, is that there are multiple universes out there where you exist in those universes. And in those moments, you interact with that universe. Or with that future you. Because there was another story I read where this guy was walking down the street, and he, like, there was nothing there, and he just, like, almost hit a wall. And he was holding a water bottle, and he felt that his shirt was wet, but nothing spilled. Then an hour later, he was walking back on that same route, and he hit a wall again, and this time the water spilled. So his thing was like, he bumped into himself an hour later.
That, I guess
It's
that's
weird.
That is a theory, but then the people that believe in ghosts and shit could be like, oh, then that was a ghost he bumped into, or you had an out-of-body experience.
That could be. Right, but how do you explain those time jumps?
I feel like they're people bored and just didn't realize the time.
Could be.
Even the glitches. I know you remember I had a glitch once upon a time. I just, for a second, I don't know, I got shook, I forgot where I was, but then nothing happened. Life continued.
Exactly, but that's not the point. The point of this is not that something happens in your life. It's that the fact that you lose that time and you can't account for that time. That's the point. It's not that something changes in your life after that. It's the point that let's say you lost 10 seconds, you don't know where your consciousness went for 10 seconds.
I don't know. I feel like these people have a fear of running out of time, and I feel like they don't have a grasp of it. That's just me. That theory does not make sense to me. It was a great movie. Would I theorize about it? Not really. It's stupid. I mean, this is not the Matrix. What would be the end point? What's the end game?
What's the end game?
What was the end game in the Matrix? That the machines were taking over. Yeah, I feel like maybe in the future we could have a Matrix thing going on because we're developing AIs and stuff like that.
I think you're associating it too much with the movie. I'm not bringing up the movie here. I'm talking about that theory specifically.
The multiple dimension thing?
No, where people lose time that's unaccounted for.
Yeah, that's just time going fast. Like, I woke up today and I'm already podcasting.
No,
it flew by.
Yeah, but you can account for that time. You see what I'm trying to say? You can say, okay, I was here, I was here, I was here, I was there.
Yeah, but don't you even feel like sometimes you'll look at the clock, it'll say 3 o'clock, right? And you go downstairs, somehow it's 3:05. You know it didn't take you 5 minutes.
But you can still account for that time.
Okay.
Right? This is what these people are talking about, is where they completely lost consciousness of any trace of that time. So let's say right now, you just pass out, and 10 minutes later you wake up at home, and you can't remember what happened to you in that 10 minutes at all. For the life of you, you can't remember it. That's what they're talking about.
Sounds like amnesia, or you blacked out
Right.
or something like that, but it doesn't sound... there's thousands of people that believe in this?
A lot of people happen to them.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those things that I'd have to experience it to believe it. Like, that glitch was, I don't know, probably just for a second my mind dozed off.
There
or
you
something.
go. It's for 1 second, though. Can you imagine if it was for a longer time? Then it would fuck you up.
I think I'd be able to imagine it if it happened for me. Like, you explained sleep paralysis multiple times to me. I had other people explain it to me, but me, I just can't fathom it.
Exactly.
I can't fathom it.
Yeah, but you have to try to understand it.
Like, a person not being able to move doesn't make sense to me. You wake up, move your body.
Just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't